Another episode of 7 Days to Die. It's our season 6 and episode 11. In this episode, we will be continuing our build from beforehand. We will be making our underground mine. We will be making a storage shed. We will be checking on our farm though first. We have a decent sized wall that can defend us from the zombies. We have to clear out some unnecessary things here. We have to upgrade all of these walls to level 2. We have to dig out the outside part. And on that outside part we need to place... Oh, one moment please, I have a phone call. Be right back. I will beg your pardon on this one. I had a former friend of mine call me. We worked together in Sokcho in Korea, which is a small coastal city. So I had to answer his message. It would be improper if I didn't. So let's eat up. We have a little bit of cobblestone available. Let's refresh my restream map. Let's refresh the Twitch channel. Okay, everything should be working properly. No internet connection. Why is that? Okay. Let's go with the flow. So for now, let's go into this one here. Let's take the 2K that are already made. And let's go upgrade our walls. $52. That's about right. Okay. Twitch, refresh. Restream did not start out. Quite annoying. Let's go to Google. We do not have any internet connection on Google as well. Amazing. Oh, we do. However, the internet speed is extremely slow. Close this one. Start it back up. And it should work in a minute or so. Until then, I will hope at least you guys can see me until I can actually see the chat. And let's go and upgrade these walls. For the upgrading, we will be using the claw hammer. And first of all, we will upgrade the middle blocks. Why the middle blocks? because zombies need to break those down to actually pass through. The bottom blocks are not a big issue at the moment. Just these guys are. And next will be the blocks underneath them, and lastly the blocks on top. The one thing I am a little bit skeptical about is the zombies digging. They could actually dig under these and take care of my defenses quite easily, but I do think it won't be a problem. Okay. Okay, these have gotten a little bit damaged due to the screamer attacking them. Until my internet goes back to normal, I will be checking out the Streamlabs by tabbing out to see how many messages there are and to actually reply to them. I am terribly sorry for the inconvenience, but the second laptop has given up its life. Let's go to this one, restream, chat. Will it work now? I do hope it will. No, it won't. It's actually not letting me utilize any of my processing speed on the internet, which is quite weird. Let's check out this one. Let's go to Twitch. Will this one load? Yeah, this laptop actually loads up perfectly fine, and in a few seconds as well. Okay, let's disconnect the other one. Let's disconnect you, and let's reconnect you. And until then, let's upgrade this. Okay. Let's see if it works now. Like a charm. Yup. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the channel. Let's go to restream. Okay, so far so good. Sorry about the wait. It does take some time to actually open this up and load it. And let's go to my Facebook page on my phone. And open up this one here. Okay. Now I can view all of the chats. I have one person watching me on YouTube. That's quite lovely. Hello dear viewer, thank you for dropping by the channel and thank you for watching. I am currently in the phase of upgrading my walls so the zombies can't get in that easy. If you have any questions about this game, it's called 7 Days to Die and it's a zombie horror survival game with crafting and base building elements. The base building is quite advanced in this game. The zombies, AI, not so much. They tend to get stuck on things or the pathing gets wrong, so I am a little bit disappointed about that, but I am still quite happy about this game overall. It's a good game. There is a lot of things you can do in it, and there's a lot of upgrading tires to your character. And while you upgrade your tiers, you will get better equipment. You will get better like vehicles, um, better usables, and let's say for now I actually am thinking of making a motorcycle. The motorcycle is a great invention. Uh, it lets you literally drive over zombies without any problems. It lets you have a lot of fun, and it helps you out in many ways. So let's say you get yourself a motorcycle. You can um, drive from the desert area to the your home in a few minutes. You have a lot of extra carrying space, and actually I should go make it in just a bit when I finish this section. As soon as the motorcycle is done, my life will be a lot easier, especially the loot runs. And after that I can go get all of the wood and stone I need. I need a lot of wood to make a barn. I will be making that barn, and I will be putting a lot of time and effort in it to upgrade it, to make it look a lot better, to make it a nice storage area for all of my seeds and gardening equipment. And I will be making this base into a proper one. The only thing I am worried about is actually zombies breaking through these walls, going in, and then tearing up my storage facility, which is never fun. I have done 2 episodes of Ark Survival Evolved today, so I have been lacking on the 7 Days to Die part. I will be continuing both the 7 days. Oh, sorry. Tomorrow I will not be continuing 7 Days to Die or Ark. Tomorrow I have a lot of chores at home and outside of home. So I will be focusing on doing those so that my wife doesn't get angry at me and actually stays happy. And I will be going to the gym as well a lot tomorrow. My sister-in-law's wedding is quite soon, and I need to lose a lot of weight. I actually do look like a penguin right about now, so I am hoping to lose at least 8 to 10 kilograms if possible. Okay. Not a lot left. I wish I had a nail gun in this one. If I did, then upgrading this would be a cinch, maybe a few seconds of work. But since I do not have a nail gun at the moment, we will work with what we have. What do I need to make a nail gun actually? The nail gun is best. Okay, it's a steel tool. So I need to get steel tools first. Game stage 88, level is quite low. Steel tools are at level 90 or 100. I have to double check that. But as soon as I can make the nail gun, my life will be super easy. At the moment we are crafting a lot of cobblestone inside of our base. On the outside here we are upgrading our walls so they can better withstand the zombie attacks. What I want to do next is actually find some iron underneath my base. I need to gather a lot of it, and I need to set up a decent sized mine. I need to also go to the desert and get some oil shale ready. Since I will be making my motorcycle, I will need a lot of fuel for it. And I have located the post office where it is, so I have to go there in a day or two when the loot respawns, and then I have to take all of the bullets inside of it. But firstly, I do think I will be going to the Bob's Boars, and I will be taking all of the meat inside. That meat will make our lives a whole lot easier. For the time being, let's just focus on upgrading this part. We do not want to do too many things at the same time. And also, I will be thinking about buying another game. If you have any ideas which game it should be, let me know. I like playing crafting games, base building games, survival games. All of those fit my alley. I can play shooters, but I'm not the best at it. Probably out of 100 bullets, I'll only hit with 50 or so. And that's if I'm doing quite well. So let me know if there's any other game that you would like to see me play. Okay, let's upgrade this part right here. And we can go inside and prepare everything we need for our motorcycle. Our farm should produce the first crops today, so we will be collecting all of that as well. I do hope that will go quite well. And also, if you will like the content on this channel, feel free to drop a like, a subscribe if you may, and if you are a Twitch viewer or YouTube viewer, feel free to do anything you want, comment, or tell me any ideas you have, and I'll be happy to implement them. So the first thing we needed was to get the chassis, basic advanced building components. Advanced, not basic. Motorcycle chassis, so we don't need that one. We can throw in the rest of this. We can take this. We need some wood inside. Let's drop in 86, sure. -4. And let's cook this up. Forged steel, we can make 30 more. We love steel. Cement, 1,500, 1,500. This part right here will be used to prepare our resources that we need. For the motorcycle, what do we need? Chassis we have, motorcycle we can make. We need tires, handlebars, an engine, lead car battery. Do we have an engine left? I do actually think we have no engines left. Okay, let's take our old bicycle and let's ride out and gather some engines. The way to gather the engines is actually to take a wrench with you. So instead of this one, I will take my trusted wrench. I will repair it as well. Let's take you right here. Okay. Never mind, let's pick up our bike before it destroys everything that we have. Let's put it down out here. Okay, and there will be an airdrop in just a second. If we can actually hear the airdrop. Yep. Okay, in that direction. Airdrop 5. Should be going to collect these as well. First of all, yeah, let's go to the direction where the airdrops are and let's get some cars wrenched out as in the meantime. It will take us a few minutes and I will show you how to deal with zombies that are running over the day quite easily. Now, wrenching down these here cars will not give you any engines. You need at least the second level of durability cars. They are quite easy to find. There should be one at least here. So we can wrench it down. Recommendation is loot it out first. You won't be getting any more loot as soon as you wrench it. Okay, never mind. We can scrap that. We can wrench it down and all of the zombies inside have woken up. So this in turn makes my computer a little bit laggy, but just a little bit. And we didn't get the engine, unfortunately, but we have more cars on the way. Also, you have to take care of the durability of your vehicle. Always check it. Don't let it get down too low. And 1 second. Let me show you how to deal with this lovely lady. Can I actually hit her? Thank you. Okay, I did miss her twice. That's my bad. I haven't played this game in a day or two, so please don't be peeved with me. Let's go over this hill. We won't be finding any cars in here, I think. But we will be going to where the airdrops are, and we will be collecting them one by one. A small rabbit. It's not stuck. That's a shame. If it was stuck, we could actually get the meat quite easily. And that would be quite lovely. Right this way, sir. I can actually arrow him. The best weapon you can have in the beginning is the compound bow. You can add some steel arrows to it. And if you're good with the bow, you can actually land 2 headshots or 3 headshots, and the zombies will be downed, like so. At the beginning of the game, you want to save every arrow you have, but later on, when you get a little bit stronger, you will be just leaving those arrows. AKA, you won't be needing them as much. Now let's see here. There's a big building over there. There's a car on the way. Let's wrench it down and hope for the best. And let's loot it first. Looting everything is super important. So scrap this and loot the car out. Okay. Did we get an engine? We did not still get an engine. That is unfortunate. But so be it. We will find one sooner or later. I do hope sooner. But as it may, sometimes it takes to maybe 5 or 6 cars before you can actually find an engine. Let's check this one out. Also, the cars do not respawn. Once you get rid of a car, it's gone for good. Unlike the zombies who just keep coming forever. You can't get rid of these guys even if you want to. You may be able to kill 1 or 2 of them. Or 50 or 60. Okay, 2 engines from a single car. Now that's one of the funny things in this game. You can actually get multiple engines from a single car, which is quite unrealistic. Okay. This guy right here is aching for a beating. No. Like this. Let's throw this one clay block out. And this here is a vault door. Why is there a vault door on this house? Actually, I do not want to know. Where is this supply crate? Under the tree? Next to it. Okay, so it's basically 2 meters from where I was a few moments ago. Some bullets, some food. Let's throw this one away. Throw this one away. We can stack these up on each other. We can eat the tuna. We can scrap the can and take this one. And basically we got everything we needed from here. Now we can actually go back. We can gather up the resources that we need still on the way home. But we have no more room for engines except for inside our bicycle storage. But that storage is too small, so we do want to first get a bigger storage using the engine to make a motorcycle, and after that we want to head out again and get some more loot. The Pass and Gas will be one of the first places I visit, the gas station as well. If I loot the oil company, I will have enough gas to not worry about having fuel issues for quite some time. But passing gases are quite abundant, and I actually think I don't have any problems with gathering gas at this point. There's a potato farm right here, so if I need more potatoes, I can just go over there. There's a lot of resources growing over here. The trees, the stones that are non-renewables, etc. And I can get all of those and use them quite easily. But for now, let's do this. Let's eat the chicken soup. I got myself some food poisoning. And let's pick up our bike. The one thing you have to watch out is the food poisoning part. It can affect you quite easily, and also you have to watch out for this. This is a game bug. It actually makes the texture wobbly, and it's sometimes quite annoying. It does sort itself out quite easily, but look at this. So it does break up the blocks into unusable pieces. Okay, the food goes all here. 22 eggs and bacon, I can cook those up. But first of all, what do I need for the motorcycle handlebars? Electrical parts I have. Some leather, some duct tape. Basic building components. Let's take this and make some duct tape for it. Like so. Let's put in the rest of the cloth. We will need leather. Motor cycle handlebars. Let's craft them inside of our workbench right here. We can stop crafting this one. Handlebars. Motorcycle handlebars. Oh, okay, I need to learn the skill. I did forget that part. Go into intelligence, go into grease monkey. Mini bikes, motorcycles. Lastly, steel worker. You can now craft steel tools and items. 70, not so far away. Handlebars, craft 1. And tires, I will need some tires. So basic building components. Throw in all of these. The brass goes into a separate area. This one goes into advanced components. I need this one back. And let's see right here. This one can go inside. This as well. This as well. No jars. This one instead. Ammo, the crossbow bolts can go in here. I do have a lot of them, but I don't use crossbows. Mostly because I like the compound bow much more, even if the damage is lower. Let's see here. Brass goes into this part. So let's throw it right in. We have a decent amount for beginning. And advanced components and building components, we can throw in our bicycle here, even though it's not a building component as such. 1 second. 220 acid and scrap polymers. We need 40 polymers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can put all of these together. We needed some oil. We needed 4 oil to be exact. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We needed acid. 1 acid, okay, per stack. So we need still some coal, and that would be all. So where is coal and potassium? Is it in the ammo part? Yes, it is. We need 10, we need 20 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we can make 2 wheels. We can make them in our inventory. We can go into this part. We can take the handlebars and we can check what else we need for the motorcycle. That would be all. We just need the wheels done and then we are finished. So we can craft up one of the wheels in here. It will be faster if we craft it in 2 places at the same time. Always use whatever you can to your advantage. And let's put all of these here. We will be upgrading the base more. And the last wheel will be done in 10 seconds. So in 10 seconds we will be having our bike. Okay. So the bike has to be crafted. Oh, actually it doesn't. Which is weird. No it does. Okay. Let's craft it in here. Let's see here. The food poisoning has lowered our max HP. This means we have to go into the basic building components. We need to take 10 of these. Now what we will do with these is make bandages, 5 of them. Every bandage you use increases your health a little bit, a small piece at a time. And as soon as you have your bandages up, you can get healed up using either food, using either other types of consumables or some medical packs. You have the painkillers. The painkillers are quite good, but they drain your hydration quite fast, so you have to be very wary of them. You don't want to use too many. Secondly, you always want to be hydrated enough, but not too much. You can leave some space in hydration so that if you get underhydrated, you can actually, if you get into digging, you can get more hydrated, and that can be easily used to your advantage. Now let's go into the gas section. Gas, etc. Okay, take the gas from here. You need 1k in total to fuel up your bike, and my bike should be done. Okay. My bike is done. It's a level 5 bike, so it's quite decent in quality. There's only one more level above it. And let's see here. We wanted to cook up some more eggs and bacon. We will make 20 more. Let's put in some wood. You need approximately 10. Actually, you need less, but I like to make it even. And you can put the rest of the meat back. And you can either wait for it to cook up or just grab one, leave the rest cooking here, and go out. I will be setting up my bike right now. God, I really hate when the texture glitches out like that. Okay, let's put him down here, or put it back down here. Let's refuel the bike, and let's put the remaining gas into the inventory slot. Sorry, into the storage slot. And that will be all for the bike. Next thing we need to do is equip this one back. We need to remove the wrench. And we need to upgrade our bottom level. As soon as this part is done, our base is more or less secure. We do have enough for the top level, but this really takes some time. So we'll do it bit by bit, not using too much time on the same job. If I make the whole circle from one end to the other, it will take me approximately 10 minutes to 15 minutes in real life. These walls are quite wide, so it requires a little bit of time to upgrade them. Nextly, after I do this, I will be trying to dig out these rows outside to set up the flagstone blocks underneath. Okay, there's a screamer somewhere. I do want to take care of the screamer. So let's... Oh, she's right over there. Okay. Let's hit her with an arrow. Can we ever even hit her with an arrow? Yes, we can. Okay. Was she able to scream or not? That's the question. I do not think she was, but the game can sometimes surprise you. Even you think you did everything right, there can be a horde of zombies just spawning on your tail in seconds. And if you hear that, I do recommend you run in a separate direction and don't look back. Let's see here. This should be good for the second horde. Probably there will be a breach or two, but that's unavoidable. There will always be a few breaches. Okay. This one right here was airdrop 5. This is airdrop 2. Airdrop 5 can be removed as a waypoint. We did pick it up. And I do want to use all of these cobblestone blocks as soon as possible. So that I know where I'm standing and how much more I will need. In the next zombie horde that will be on the 14th day, probably some cops will show up, and that's a big no-no. Those guys have a ranged attack that can melt your blocks to pieces, that can melt your face off as well. So you would do very, very well to just kill them from a distance. In this situation, you have to have either a hunting rifle or a marksman rifle. If you do have a marksman rifle with a scope, which I luckily did get, then you will have a very easy time of taking care of them. But if you don't have one, I do recommend you either use a shotgun and pump some lead into their face, or just stay away from them and try to make them spit in circles so they miss your base as much as possible. That would be all of the wise words I have for evading cops or taking them out. Also, spikes will be your best friends in the beginning hordes until you can get some turrets up. And the auto turrets and the shotgun turrets eat up a lot of ammo, so I do recommend that you use outer walls, 1 or 2 levels of outer walls, to take care of the zombies. And on the inner walls or just your inner base, you use the shotgun turrets and the auto turrets to defend that and to clean up what's left of the zombies if they breach your walls. Okay. And while I was talking, I didn't even finish half of the wall. This is one of the big problems when you have a huge base. The bigger the base, the more resources you need to maintain it, the longer time you need to upgrade it. But in the end, I want it to look cool, so that's why I'm investing so much time and effort in it. Plus, it's really nice to have a small farm on the inside and not worry about any zombies coming up and trying to kill you. You can do whatever you want over day or overnight. And also, if any of you do enjoy the content on this channel, feel free to leave a follow, a like, or if you have any extra cash, you can subscribe if you want. Nothing is mandatory and everything is just for yours and my pleasure as well. Now, let's finish up this section and we can continue with the next part of our plan. That would be getting cement. We have cement being made in the forges. We need some sand. For that we will go into the desert, and we will be using the desert to gather eggs since they're very easily seeable in there. And we will be using all of that to make a concrete mix. When we get the concrete mix, we can upgrade these babies a little bit more. For upgrading these, I do think I will need about 10,000 or 12,000 cement just for this section of the wall. And I will do this one first, since this will be the first line of defense. Why I will need 10 to 12,000? It is because there will be 2 levels of upgrading. The first level of upgrading is just getting it up to the basic level, the basic concrete wall. And the second level upgrading is the reinforced concrete wall, and that's when your defenses start to get real good. The reinforced concrete wall is your best type of defense. It has a lot of HP and durability, and the maintenance is not that bad, so you can actually keep a horde of zombies hitting at it for quite a long time, and you don't have to worry for them breaking through, so you can just do your thing. But once they do break through, the whole wall is useless even if it has one breach. Except if it's this big. If you have a this big wall, then there's one thing that's going in your favor, and that's the zombie pathfinding. Now the zombie pathfinding stops at 50 blocks, so if they are on this side and they breach the wall on that side, the zombies from here will actually continue hitting this side and will not go over to the other side of the breach. You will have an easy time due to that, and you will have more time to prepare. However, if they breach both sides, then there's no helping it. You have to take your guns out and you have to start cleaning up. Or you can retreat to your inner walls, depending if you set them up or not. I do recommend you having at least 2 sets of walls. And I hope you have 2 sets of spikes as well. The outer wall spikes, the inner wall spikes. And between those walls you should have some turrets. I will be finishing up my turrets quite soon as well. And those turrets, or towers if you may, they will be used for, how can I say, inner base maintenance, so peacekeeping if you may. And they will be used to clean up all of the zombies that can come up from there. In the mine that I will be getting underneath the base, I do hope to find a decent amount of coal, potassium and iron. Coal and potassium and iron, so I can make bullets and I can put them into the turrets, so when the hordes start coming up I can just clean them up with the turrets. The turrets don't have to cover the whole base area, they just have to cover sections of it, so they have to cover the outer walls. If the zombies come in, I do want the turrets to clean up this part right here, 1 corner, 2 corners, because the corners are usually the places where most of the zombies are attracted. If you have, let's say, a horde of 40 zombies or so and they're attracted to the same spot, that makes your life a hell of a lot easier. The turrets themselves will just spray and pray, and they will clean up the zombies quite easily in that situation. But if you don't have enough turrets, if you don't have enough bullets, then I do think you are in for a bad time. Okay, that should be it for the basic explanation, I think. Now let's finish up this one fast. Okay, we're level 53. 17 levels to go until I can make a nail gun and my life becomes really, really easy in this game. We will be finishing off this episode when it comes to 10 p.m. It's the same day and night, zombies are always running, so there's no point in staying for the night. I have to prepare dinner, have to spend some time with my wife. Yesterday was our wedding anniversary, so I do want to give her a bit more attention than I do on my usual streaming days. And I want to actually go to the gym and try to get some cardio done. I've been letting myself go and gaining weight more than I wanted to in the last 2 months. Yeah, in the last 2 months. Although the food that I was eating both in Croatia and my homeland when I went to visit and in Korea was extremely delicious. And if you will be in either country, please let me know and I can give you some good restaurant recommendations as well. And wine recommendations if you would like as well. There's a lot of good winemakers in both countries. There's a lot of good restaurants that I know and chefs or staff that I know that are very competent and that will make your time a really good one. And we are done with the bottom section. Okay. Let's see here. We have a few K left. Let's do that part later. Let's go inside here. Close these doors. Go downstairs. Leave all of our flagstone blocks the places that they should be in. Okay, and we can now go into our mine. Now this is the mine that runs under our base. As you can see, already here we have some iron, but we purposely didn't mine it out since that would be a waste. And we have set up two things. One is an elevator here. When you're playing this game, an elevator is your best friend. I will demonstrate it. It's made out of hatches, and when you close it, it teleports you automatically to the top floor. It's an in-game bug that's never been solved, and probably they won't solve it. They will leave it as that since you have no real elevators in the game, and this makes your life more and more comfortable. Always when you're digging a mine, or if you have a high tower you want to reach really fast, in the case of emergency, you should have your elevators set up. At the moment I will be digging this corridor out more. I will be trying to get to a location that has a lot of iron, and in the worst case scenario this one goes to the right. When I reach this point it will go to the left and into the desert, since I will be needing to go there for oil shale anyway. I will not be spending too much time in here. I just need a few thousand stone. I need to get some sand prepared and prepare the cement mix, concrete mix to be exact. And when I will have the concrete mix ready, I will be having a very easy time with upgrading my walls. Until then, it will be a little bit of a pain. Okay. Also, recommendations. There are two main recommendations. Don't make your walls 3 blocks high. On the outside, make them at least 4 blocks high so zombies can't jump on each other too easy and get up. Even if you make them 4 blocks high, ferals, if they stack on each other, they will be able to jump up and jump over. But the regular zombies will not. So that should be good enough for a defense. And also, the good thing is if ferals jump over your first wall, they won't be jumping over your second one very easily. So that's a good time for you as well. Always use what you can in your base to your advantage. It's your home field, and on Horde nights, I do recommend making your own base. It's usually much better than the prefabs, although some prefabs are excellent, I cannot deny that. The post office is one of them, and it has high durability, but it has good quality loot inside, so you don't want that place getting wrecked. Your base, even if you're getting it semi-wrecked, it's not a big problem. You can repair it quite easily, and the only thing you have to know is how much time you will need to invest in your base for repairing it, aka how well your defenses are placed. The better your defenses are prepared, the less time you will be spending on repairing your base. If you can make your defenses really well, I'm talking about electric fences, spike traps, turrets, blade traps. Blade traps the most because they are the most useful ones. If you can set all of those up right, you don't have to worry basically about any zombies whatsoever. If you don't set up those guys right, no matter how good of your defense you make, you'll always be having problems with the zombies. You will always be having problems, sorry. And also you have to know how much fuel your defenses will use, and can you outproduce your defenses needs. You can use, let's say, corn to farm your gas from it, and you can make your fuel from that. That's a really good sustainable way, but it's also not infinite. You will need glass jars for getting the grain alcohol from the cornmeal to be exact. And after you get the grain alcohol and from the cornmeal, you're wasting the resources you get from the jars. And these blocks, all of these that I'm mining out, they are not renewables. They are just here one time only, and they will be gone as soon as I mine them out. They will not repair. There are a few exceptions, like the clay. The clay, if you mine it out, if you mine the whole block, it will be gone for good. But there is such a thing as infinite mining of one single block of clay and gaining resources in the process. That is attacking it once with, let's say, an iron shovel, and you get 8 clay out of it. You need only 4 of that clay to repair the block, so you keep 4, so 50% you can keep. And from one single block of clay, you can mine it for basically ever. Unless your tools get too good, too strong, then you can one-hit clay and then you can never get it back. But you can always downgrade to a little bit weaker tools, and you can just use those to harvest the clay and refill it all the time. Nextly, there were bugs in the older versions that I liked a lot. One of those bugs was about infinite metal. So you would basically make metal trussing, and you would smelt it back down in the forge or scrap it, and you would get more metal from the trussing that you needed to actually make it. So people were just making a little bit of metal trussing and then infinitely farming out the metal from it, which was quite nice at that time, but it was a bug and I really didn't like to use it too much. I only used it when I was so unlucky that I could never not find a metal vein at all. And at that time you still had a Minecraft style game, so these were not like fluid blocks, they were squares, and you could literally not run up mountains, you had to jump from block to block like in Minecraft, literally. And this is 7 p.m. in Korea at the moment. I will be streaming for another let's say 20 minutes to 30 minutes, and then I will be spending some time with my lovely wife. I hope none of you mind, and I hope you will come to watch me again. And if you can, if you want to, you can also give me a shout out so more people can get introduced to my streams and they can actually tell me what they would like to know. I am very, very happy to give any type of advice on the game or how you should or should not play it, if I know about it, of course. If I do not know, I'm always happy to hear any good advice from you as well and implement it in my videos to make them better. And this will be the last block that we mine here. Well, not last block, but for now it will be the last one that we mine out. We will be taking this stone that we gathered upstairs. We have a little bit under 5k. We will be using 2000 of that to make some sand, and we will be using the rest of it in the combination with the cement to make some concrete mix and prepare at least one level of defenses in concrete. I would like to get the concrete ASAP, so mining out stone and mining out sand is top priority at the moment. Also in the same process I am gaining a little bit of iron. It's not much, but it's more than enough to compensate for the usage of my pickaxe. And that's all that I actually need at the moment. I have a decent amount of food, a decent amount of drinks. Oh, and I should stop here. Okay, let's just finish off this one to make it look even. So I have a decent amount of food, a decent amount of drinks. I can sustain myself by just digging inside of the mines. The Bob's Wars will respawn quite soon, and if I lack anything, especially eggs, I can just run over to the forest and get all of the eggs I need from there. They're super easy to find and they're super useful. Plus, with my farm up now, I can get quite a lot of resources from it quite easily. When I mean resources, I mean food as such, And that's basically all that I need at the moment. I will be making some blueberry pies as well soon. I will be making some meat stews. There's a screamer somewhere outside. I do not think she broke through my walls, but it may be a possibility. Let's make some crushed sand. 999. No, no, no. 999. 1K. Let's go into this one as well. 999. 1K. And we need 2 stone per 1 sand to actually upgrade. Now the question is, where did she spawn? Okay, let's get our marksman rifle out. We got her. Did she scream is the question now. I don't hear any zombies, so I'm quite satisfied. Let's hope she didn't get the scream, and let's hope nothing will come to try and kill me. Let's go to our skills. Let's go to living off the land. I can get level 2 of it. Now we have 3 more skill points available. Heavy armor, huntsman, both of these are not necessary, although huntsman is quite good. Quite good. I will be needing that one real soon. Advanced engineering is good. This is good. Let's go to the strength perks. We have all of these unlocked. These are basically the ones you need. You can get Skull Crusher. This is a good one. But at the moment, I do think we need our cardio. 10%, 15. Hidden Strike is good. Your sneak attacks deal extra damage, so get 1 level at least in that one. I can get the slow metabolism to reduce my usage of what you call it, resources, food to be exact. But it's not a necessity at the moment, so we will skip it and we will save these 2 points. At the moment, I do think I have everything I need, so these points will not be wasted. We will think about what we need next, and we will use them for that. Also, the good thing is, after you get your 2nd level of living off the land, you get quite a decent amount of experience from just farming your resources. Plus, the resources themselves are quite abundant, so you have no problems. And you can make more and more every time, because when you harvest some potatoes, the plant still stays, and you can just use it the next time. Okay. So from this one harvest alone, I got 32 potatoes. I will be planting more of them, more of the blueberries, until this whole part is full, and more corn as well. And you have to also watch out, since you may accidentally hit your seeds, and luckily that picks them up. It doesn't destroy them. Before it did destroy them when you hit them, so this is a big upgrade, if you may. And lovely, we have some coffee available. We will be crafting that up real soon. Coffee is your best friend in game. It lets you run faster, run longer. Okay, alloy. And we will be seeing and managing our resources quite well. So that means we will see what we get the least of, and we will plant the most of that. And I will show you what I meant by upgrading and using. So I have 12 mushrooms. Let's hit this block once. We got 13 clay. We used 8 to repair, so we have 5 spare clay. We can hit one more block, and we can upgrade it back again. Now we have 10 clay available. With that 10 clay, we can make some delicious mushroom seeds. the seeds can be planted and more mushrooms will grow. And you can basically use any location just to get an infinite amount of clay for that. Hello and welcome back, Equalizer. Or Ice. I think Ice is better. I'll call you just Ice. Equalizer sounds a little bit iffy. So I've been explaining in game about how to use your resources efficiently, what you can do to mine, what you can do to get infinite clay, etc. If you have anything to add for our lovely viewers, please do so. Let's see here. Okay, let's plant up more coffee. Oh, also, let me know when you'll be able to play actually again. We could do our multiplayer series one of these days since you are on vacation from school. Okay, let's craft some goldenrod seeds. And potatoes I do have a lot of, and corn even more. Let's micromanage the potatoes first, and let's see how much corn we will need. We can make quite a big amount of seeds. Okay, and actually if I do make these, that will be the rest of the farming land I have available here. But so be it. I need more corn anyway. And I will be crafting up some lovely veggie stew. I can start now or start Thursday. Wednesday I'm not home. Wednesday I'm also not available. Let's start Thursday. We can play our multiplayer game on Thursday, and I'm really happy in that one. I played with Piotr the other day. We were waiting for you, but since you didn't show up, we played alone. I got into working stiff, and I got a nail gun. A lovely, lovely nail gun. So now upgrading everything in that game is actually much easier than in this one. And I am quite thrilled about that, actually. Let's get our sand. Okay. We need a little bit more of stone. So let's get that one quite fast. You are thirsty. You are hungry. You are thirsty. You are hungry. You are thirsty. 2 sentences that are unavoidable in this game for me. So Thursday, what time would you like to start? Please let me know so I will do my single player game before that. Also on Friday, Saturday and Sunday I'm actually unavailable due to being at my sister-in-law's wedding, so 3 days I will not be streaming or playing at all. I will update my schedule on Thursday to let you all know when I will be streaming again. Perhaps if I will be lucky I will be able to stream on Sunday night, but I don't think so, honestly. You here, bro? Okay, so Thursday, at what time would you like to start? Let me know your time and I know how to add mine, so I will know when I have to be ready for the multiplayer game. Or actually, maybe I will be streaming a little bit tomorrow due to the fact that I won't be here. 8 a.m. for you. 8 a.m. for you is plus 7 hours, 5 p.m. for me. Okay, that works out fine. We can do that. Let me get into these forges. Let's take all of this lovely cement we have here. Let's make some concrete mix. And let's drop the cement into the cement box. The food can go into the food box. And I will be ready. 8 a.m. for you. 120, 120. 180, 180. 15 here, 15 here, 15 here, here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So at 400, 400 for this much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, this will be enough. Yep. Sure. You have him on your friends list on Steam, or you don't? That's the question. If you don't, I can ask him. If you do, you can ask him if you want. And just let me know. Whatever you prefer. And let's drop this one in. Oh, I forgot to drop these. No, wrong one. Right here. So do you have Piotr on his friends list? On your friends list, sorry. Drinks. Let's drink up a little bit more of the water. Okay, we can upgrade the rest of our walls. And we should do that now, because later on we want to make it all into cement. So we should do as much as possible before that. And let's start from one corner and make our way around. So Ice, do you have Piotr on your friends list on Steam, or do you not? Please let me know so I can send him a message if you're not able to. If you don't answer within the next 20 minutes, I will take that as a no and I will send him a message myself. I don't know if he added you or if you added him. You can check quite easy, even on your phone you can get the Steam app. But if it's easier for you, I'll just add him. It's not a problem. Can't find him. Okay, then I'll add him just. It's not a problem. Okay. The base is coming along quite fine. That it's gonna be bigger and bigger every time. Well, probably not bigger at the moment, since I did upgrade it quite a lot, and this is actually the maximum size that my land claim block covers, so the zombies don't spawn inside. But it will get better and better, that's for sure. Got him. Okay, excellent. Drop him a message and let me know, please. He did say he wants to play in the weekend, but I'm not sure if he has time tomorrow. And I forgot to tell him I have my sister-in-law's wedding on the weekend, so we will see if he wants to play on Thursday. And we can all play together then, and I will make it an extended session so that we can all have a lot of fun and that I can make up for not being able to stream during the weekend. Okay. Almost halfway done. Last time he was online 2 days ago. Yeah, over the week sometimes he goes to meet his lady friend and has some fun with her and doesn't come home for quite some time. Or sometimes he just gets bored and doesn't want to play. He's a really good guy and a good player, but he likes to play together in multiplayer. He doesn't like single player a lot. Plus, he likes to play the fishing game as well. Fishing Master or something like that. I'm I don't mind single player, it's decent. Multiplayer is much more fun and much more efficient, but single player is also good, especially if you're learning still about the game. And I can definitely say I'm still learning about this game. The possibilities within it are really, really huge, especially with all of the electricity and all of the new things that are coming out every update. And also, I'm really happy to hear that Alpha 18 is on its way. And I hope that will be the last alpha, that they fix the bugs inside, and that they release the game from early access afterwards. I think that would be the best possible situation for the Fun Pimps. This game has been in alpha since 2013, and I do think it's time for it to be a full release and all of the bugs to be worked out. Most of the games that were released at that time, like Rust, etc., the bugs have been fixed already, and the games are fully released and no longer in early access just. I do think they should follow in the same steps. But also, this game has gotten so much content updates over the time, it can be really, really hard to get all of the bugs removed and to actually get everything ready as you should. Also, I'm happy to announce that soon I can get the truck, and after that I can get the gyrocopter, so I can just fly around and kill birds all day. Which is my dream job in this game, honestly. Also in Ark, I have started a tutorial for new players on how to get some things that they need and how to set up a decent base. If you have any ideas how I can make that one better, you prefer motorcycle. Same, I actually like motorcycles, but I really want to try driving the truck and I really want to try the gyrocopter. Plus, I'm really excited since the truck can carry 2 people. That means you and me can ride together in it. And the only thing I don't like that is that in the truck, the second person on the second seat next to the driver cannot shoot. I do think the person should be able to shoot if he or she is in the truck. That's a really bad move on their part. If you remember, even in GTA Vice City, which is a super old game, if you had 2 people in a car, the second person can shoot out of the window. And that was one of my favorite features. Fortunately, it was not a multiplayer game, but it was one of the best games I played. Still is to this day. And still is one of my favorites just because of the, what do you call it, the radio stations. And a certain gentleman called Maurice Chavez inside. If you never heard of it, I do recommend you write Maurice Chavez into YouTube. And they need to fix the sound. They need to fix the sound. I do agree with that, but that's probably not their main problem that they should be fixing. The graphics glitches, the invisible blocks, there are many, many things that they need to fix. Probably hundreds of things they need to still fix. And I am a little bit sad. Um, Mr. Lee started playing 7 Days to Die a lot himself, so he hasn't been visiting and chatting to me in a long time. I do miss talking to him. It was always fun, and he had some quirky remarks that I really liked. Plus, he could get me distracted really well, almost on the same level as you, and get me killed easy. Okay. Yeah, you can kill me when we're playing together easy, but he can kill me with zombies even if we're not playing together. That's a whole new level of skill. When you get to that, you are master level. Also, I have one question. Do you know how to make a swimming pool in this game? I would really love to make a swimming pool. But a real one, not with the water only being one high. And this is it. We finally finished the upgrade on the outer wall. Now we have to finish the upgrade on the inner part. Okay. Now let's go down here, close this part, open the cement mixer. It's still cooking up cement. Nope. Okay. Well, that is reassuring. Thank you. Why do I have a flashlight in my inventory? I won't answer that question. I don't know honestly myself. So we have the 2 cement mixers. These 3 are all cooking up resources that I need. Yep. Clay, I can gather a lot more here. Stone is the one I need the most though. So let's pick up our eggs and bacon. Let's go into here. Let's make some flagstone blocks. Since we did upgrade this, we can invest everything else in these little babies. And we can put the one single cobblestone inside. And let's open up this one, go into our mines, and call it an episode and go spend time with our wife. Well, go spend time with my wife, not our wife. It's not shareable. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for talking. And it is a deal. We will be playing together on Thursday. I will be online at 5 p.m. Korean time, 8 a.m. your time, and waiting for you to jump on. Thanks a bunch, and see you until next time. Poop. And